give you a quick synopsis. Grew up in Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay.
Uh, Went to the University of Virginia, studied history. Graduated in 1969, went in the Marine Corps as a reservist. Paris Island,
Yeah.
July the 2nd, 1969. Let
That's
me
a
tell you.
picnic.
Let me tell you. We called each other Mister at the University of Virginia, wore coat and ties. No girls at that
Really?
point. No.
Wow.
Huh. I
And
did not know that.
in
Recruiting.
in the classes, the professors called us Mister. We called them Mister. When I got to Paris Island, Mister was nowhere in the vocabulary. Let me tell you,
They replaced that with something else.
that was quite an experience, and something God used in my life because I wasn't a believer at the time. And that was a 6-month thing, and then 5.5 years of monthly meetings. Programmed computers for the Trust Company of Georgia in Atlanta. Hated that. Went and taught school at Baylor in Chattanooga. Taught English. I
Is
did
that
that
right?
for several years. Got interested in kayaking. Spent some time up in New England. Came back to Atlanta and opened a kayak and backpacking store for a man named Horace Holden called American Adventures. And during that period, I took people up into North Georgia and North Carolina kayaking on weekends. And 3 things happened in my life. One, I about drowned a couple times racing kayaks, and I learned you could die. Number 2, I spent a lot of time outside, and evolution began to fall apart. I said, it can't be true. It's too complicated and too interconnected. It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
And thirdly, I had a Model 96 Saab, cool car, had a girlfriend, had this little business that was partly mine, but something was missing. And so I sold my part in the business, took a long trip out west. If you ever can go down the middle fork of the Snake River, it is a beautiful trip. Spend some time out there, but got more and more lonely. Came home to Memphis. This would have been September 1975, and an old Sunday school teacher invited me to come to a Bible study. And I said, Mr. Montgomery, I know about Moses and the reeds and Daniel and the lions. What do I need a Bible study for? That's all I knew.
Wow.
He said, just come. And sitting in a pew on the second night, he had gone off to get his room ready. He was the discussion leader. God came in the room. I knew I was a sinner. I knew Christ had died for me, and I knew the Bible was true.
Wow.
And I went home that night and asked him to come into my life and to forgive me for all the many people I'd sinned against. And I had an experience. Do you know the old Viewmasters where you want to see the Grand Canyon and you go through it?
Yeah.
Well, all the people I'd sinned against kind of went across my mind's eye.